Okay, I'm gonna talk loud because I have to keep my truck running. I have to push the accelerator every 5 minutes because my company has auto shutdown, and hang on, I got to do that right now. Hang on. Okay, I'm good for another 5 minutes here. Yeah, the Peterbilt temperature gauge on the instrument cluster says 84 degrees right now. The ClimaCab says it's 88 degrees outside the truck and 76 degrees inside the cab. And of course that's because I have the air conditioning blasting right now. Yesterday I drove from approximately 10:30 last night till about 10 last night till 2 in the afternoon. Typical drive for a truck driver, with a break in between. So about 14 hours. And when I stopped at 2 in the afternoon yesterday, I had full 4-bar charge on the battery icon on the ClimaCab. Now, when I stopped yesterday, the ClimaCab and the Peterbilt both said it was about 95 degrees outside, and it was 90 degrees inside the cab. Having a little bit of experience with the ClimaCab now for about a month, I knew that if I didn't shut my curtains on my Peterbilt, that I would burn this battery down pretty quickly. So it was about, like I said, about 90 degrees inside the cab. I set the temperature for about 75 and let it just run. About an hour later, there was half of the batteries left. Now, this is pretty typical from what I'm gathering with this ClimaCab unit. Knowing what I know now, yes, having a little experience with the ClimaCab, I knew that if I wanted to save some of the batteries, I'm going to need to close my curtains on the Pete, the 2010 Pete, the black 2010 Pete that I have. So I closed the curtains and was able to run the air conditioning from 2 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday till about 5 or 6 in the morning today. Now, keep in mind that's with intermittently turning my battery on the Pete, because I knew, I'm still afraid that I'm going to burn this battery down faster than I want to. So I turn the truck on about 5 or 10 minutes every few hours to kind of juice up the battery a little bit. But from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till around 5 in the morning, I was able to hold, to actually have AC throughout the night. Now, keep in mind, that's with the curtains closed and the temperature gauge set at about 75. As it got dark last night, it was actually pretty comfortable from around sundown yesterday until sun up. Now, 24 hours later, I have no battery on the ClimaCab, 0. So I'm forced to turn, if I want to keep cool, I'm forced to turn my Peterbilt on and push the gas pedal every 5 minutes to keep it cool in here. Now, I want you to know that I think that the ClimaCab, in principle, is there. I still think that they need about 4 more batteries mounted to the other side of the frame rail, on the driver's side frame rail. And I don't know why they won't do it. The obvious reason why they won't do it is because the company probably doesn't want it done, and ClimaCab is probably afraid of adding, the company and ClimaCab are afraid of adding too much weight to the drives and the steers. But I can tell you right now, it's just me on this truck, okay? I'm carrying beer loads. That's all I carry. I got 45,000 pounds. I'm grossed out at about 78,000 pounds right now. And on my steers, I still have 1,000 pounds to go. I could put another driver in this truck and another 4 batteries, and that would probably come close to maxing out on that gross. I would assume within about 1,000 pounds. But if you think that you're going to buy a ClimaCab and get like a traditional APU where you're just going to be able to, you know, turn it on and let it blast on 65, 70 degrees for, you know, 24 hours or days at a time, especially in the summertime, this is not for you, from what I can see. You're going to get mad, okay? When you're at your 34-hour shutdown, like I am right now, I've got no batteries. I can't run the fan. I can't run the air conditioner. If it was hot out right now, I would be screwed, okay? I'm only getting 24 hours out of this unit. And so, again, if it was really hot outside, I probably wouldn't have gotten 24 hours, and right now I'd be screwed. I have to turn my truck on and let it idle. One feature on this thing is the start assist feature that I really like. For some reason, my batteries have been getting, you know, I go in the morning, all I have on is maybe a little bit of fan on this unit. I've got no lights on, nothing plugged in other than a thermos, which I've had no problem in the last truck I was in, which was a Freightliner Columbia. And my truck has been dying. Like every other day, I need to use the start assist. So when you push the start assist, it drains power, I believe, from the deep cell batteries that are mounted on the driver's side rail into your truck batteries. That will save you from calling road breakdown. This is a really nifty feature, you know, to a degree, depending on how you look at it. I don't know why they decided to engineer this in. I mean, you know, the complexity involved in this unit is pretty significant. This is a pretty sophisticated little setup they have here. They've done a lot of work. They've done a lot of engineering. This, again, I say, is a nice little unit, although when I roll over at night and I'm always hitting it with my knee or hitting this with my knee, it does take up some extra room. I think that if they had 4 more batteries on the other side of the frame rails, that you'd have a real hit here. Yeah, that's all I have to say for right now. I'll make some more videos in the future when I figure out more. Getting close to winter, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.